I did not hear you then. Oh, there you are. Well, a moment I saw you were here, but you lit up green and I heard no noise. It's always pressed. Also, the stream is live. We are in the intro lobby, so I think they can hear me, and then from you they can hear in the background. It's a filter that's called Early Campaign Poe. Is Cora joining us momentarily?
I might restart Discord as admin just in case. Hang on.
Where are over half of my players?
I figured it out. Even though Discord was set to use headphones, the system was set to use monitor, so I wasn't hearing.
Idiot! That is no good.
It's not like Josephine to be late.
I know. It'll be his bloody kids. Who'd have them?
Bloody kids.
I thought we had him, man. I thought the screen popped up. My machine's a little loud this evening. Time to get a new one. With my mad money. I have just, as a work-related task, been sourcing and speccing Bartandalis' new machine. Good lord! It is expensive. He's like,
what's he got now?
Oh, we haven't got it yet. I'll send you the I'll send you a full spec later.
What's he running at the moment? For comparison.
I was dying there. He is using. Oh god, I don't respect for that anymore either. About 2 years old. Oh, here he is. Eventually. Good grief.
Hello.
Good grief. Was it your children?
By proxy, Ash is ill, so I ended up doing a last-minute tea for them. Dog walk.
Knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich, yeah. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm logging in. I'm okay, guys. Thanks for waiting for me.
Strahd's dead.
False.
Fell off the gulf, that is true.
I figured I'd give the DM a little extra time to prep because he's got nothing ready for the session.
I need nothing for the session. With
what?
The Gulf Fire Tree was the only thing keeping us playing together. And now you're going to end up beyond the Witchlight.
In Theramore, on a ship.
On my ship. Who wants to remind us what happened last week? Well, week before last. for inspiration.
A rare success.
That does not get you inspiration, just saying that.
We started off in the clutches of that monster that I don't remember the name of that could control us.
The Oblex.
Ah, yes, the Oblex. Oh, look at you. Your art's got your bag of holding in it and everything. I didn't know that.
Am I
Yes. I was just looking at the full character portraits.
right? Oh, yeah.
We managed to. Well, I got splatted by another giant zombie creature, so that was terrible.
Oh, you got
Cora-
proper splatted. Oh, yeah, forgot that.
Oh yes. Cora just about managed to pull me out by virtue of owls.
Yay, owls.
MVPs.
Even then, it seemed like there was a good chance of permadeath. It seemed like. And then we found a little crack in the wall where we found a shrine to the Huntress. And after a leap of faith, found ourselves back in Barovia proper, and the day had come.
Oh, hail the morning, Lord.
But is it dawn yet, or is it just like 2 p.m.?
Yeah, I've missed it. Damn it.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Sorry.
Oh no, we got there and it was sun rising, wasn't it? Because the DM started making.
Whoa, the sun doesn't rise.
Oh, sorry.
in
Oh, it was fog.
Barovia.
It was darkness clearing. Then was
Yes, darkness clearing
Okay.
is exactly what it was. There won't be a dawn until you complete the campaign. Fuck!
it? I don't need dawn. I've got this far without it.
Good.
Good
Wow.
job, Harlan. Wow. Ooh. Transitions are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, that was a very fast transition as well. Where has...
Okay. So... Is this over to us, DM?
Yeah, I was just trying to find the music. The music is not where I thought it was last time.
Please don't stop the music.
Then while you're doing that, I will
Yes.
sat on the grass.
Yeah.
Play some rolls.
I look up at Halvor. We thought you were gone for a while there. Did you see anything different?
Oh, I thought I was a goner too. I saw what I can only describe as spirits, ghosts, hundreds of them. Presumably, people who met a fate worse than us down there. Perhaps even the visages that creature showed us at one point. They did not seem pleased to see me, though.
That is often the way of spirits. They are angry against the living.
Well, I'm certainly glad that I managed to still count myself among those.
As am I. And I look to Esmeralda. And what about you? We lost you for... I don't know how long we've been down there.
It feels like a matter of a minute, maybe two. We crawled down into the tunnel. Roots wrapped around me and pulled me out, and I was up here. And a moment later, you've re-emerged. I barely had time to walk around the tree.
They moved you out here? Like, I guess banished you from beneath the tree?
So it would seem.
You were lucky. And I'm gonna lie back on the floor, just looking up at the sky, I'm presuming it's still grade Barovia
Yeah.
style. It's not like all blue skies or anything.
Oh God, no.
But I will close my eyes for a moment and feel the sun on my face, and just take it in, enjoy it. Ooh,
Perfect timing.
yeah.
So, what now? I'm pretty exhausted. I don't care if it's daytime. I think I need a rest.
The winery is the closest place.
And we should move quickly. I imagine we've done all this, so either someone's going to be sent here looking for us, or for all we know, Strahd's expected it all this time and allowed it.
Even now, I don't feel safe hanging around in the open, so perhaps we should get moving.
Yeah.
Is Rhythm Tooth gone?
I can't remember. Ah, yes, Rhythm Tooth is now gone.
So in that case, it is dawn.
Or dawn has at least passed.
Yeah, dawn has been. So, yeah.
Well, is Cora saying it out loud because she has come to that conclusion?
Yes, Cora's saying these things out loud.
She just wouldn't. Dawn has been. Whoa.
Dawn has been.
Mechanically, my wolf doesn't stay around. And I kind of like open my eyes and kind of like one eye at Cora and smile to myself. Very astute. You seem to be really getting a knack for this kind of thing.
Cora
Which
breaks into a chorus of "Morning has broken."
Oh, Bartandless absolutely joins in on that. Shine, Lathander, shine, fill this land with the morning Lord's glory.
Feeling a bit closer to His Holiness then. Out
Yeah.
of the perpetual darkness.
Yeah, after what I saw down there when we jumped down into that hole. Yeah, I feel like it's they're on my side.
What did you see again when you jumped in the hole?
I saw Valsharoon turning around telling me he was Tenebris.
Oh yeah!
And then my sister and the Morning Lord appearing and getting rid of him.
Oh yeah!
Just a minor thing that took us about an hour and a
God.
half to go through.
No, in my head it was when we jumped in the hole, like the last hole that we jumped in.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of visions been going around lately.
Cora / Lindsay forgets these major chunks of what happens, but she picks up on straight away that it's dawn because her wolf has disappeared.
I mean, I don't really care about anything else other than my animals, to be honest.
Just look at all your resets and your charges coming back. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, even before Strahd covered the sun, I never felt as close to the Morning Lord as I do now. Now I truly feel like he hears us and watches over us. And then in my head, I will say, so, is it true? Are you who you said you were?
Testing.
Ooh, he's testing me, is he?
I am only who I have ever claimed to be. You did pass beyond my sight for a while there. What did you see?
We saw death, decay. I had a vision. I was taken beyond this plane to somewhere in between. I saw my family They were trapped there. And then I walked into somewhere I don't recognize. The only time I've ever seen anything like it is when I placed my hands upon the amber crystal and saw you. And then I saw the faces of all the people who no doubt blame me for their death, or the part I've played in it. And then I saw Melliflor, and he claimed to be you. And I will not tell him about Lathander. Well, it wasn't Lathander, sorry, about Barty proper and my sister.
A place of the dead, and of the lost, and of the desperate. I am not this upstart deity. A poor
You made it.
gambit.
When you first talked to me, you said that with my help, you would provide yours. You would make it so that I could end him.
And we will.
Then our deal stands. And I don't know how I do it, but I will mentally try to kind of break away. Although I suppose if he wants to say something to me, he'd go and say it.
Okay.
And I guess this all happens pretty quickly. It's not like a...
Well, to Esmeralda, you were in McGull Tree for a matter of minutes. That conversation, the sun has gone down again. 8 hours later.
Come. We should move quickly. None of us are in a fit state to fight anything, let alone Strahd.
Come then. We know the way.
And I will... A little... Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Okay. I will take a few, like, quick steps towards Halvor and say, look. You've looked better. Why don't you... And I look to Ramfang, see if he'll let you ride on him.
I've been trying to get that message across, but it's not so easy. I attempt to calm Raifang and let him know that I'm not doing anything crazy, and I attempt to mount him.
Oh yeah.
Inappropriate.
So inappropriate. Out here, where
Make
children
it-
could be watching.
Make me an animal handling check with advantage.
Mm. Your time has come! Maybe!
There's a bit of growling, a bit of uncertainty. But although he doesn't really he doesn't really dip down or anything, he remains quite stiff and aloof at first, but he does allow you to somewhat clumsily mount him.
I don't push my luck, and we just go along with the party.
And where is the party going to? What is your next?
The winery.
Well, Esmeralda.
The
is it?
winery.
So where to next?
The winery!
Yeah. Somewhere somewhat safe, at least. And then, we'll be saying this as we're walking.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine from there, we rest, and then Argrenvost, then on to Borez. Or do we head back to Vallaki?
I was kind of thinking that we should check in on Vallaki since we haven't seen what's become of it in what feels like forever.
I'm already short of supplies again.
Indeed.
Not much chance to go back and rescue the old arrows when you're being chased by zombies.
We could.
You just got 40 arrows, didn't you?
I know, I've got 8 now.
Really? Did not feel like you were down there for that long.
I'm pretty sure she only started this bit with 20, so
Oh, did I? No, I thought I had 40.
if so, that's some arrow
Oh
usage.
no, unless we gave some to... Let's just put some in Muriel.
Yeah, no, I didn't I? I was going to say, because I only had 40 when I started the whole of the Sri Lanka Pass, let alone one tree.
So
So
there
yeah,
may be a few instances where I need to... It's been dark for so long that we might encounter some daytime maps where you have like really stunted vision. I need to fix tokens and light levels because it has been dark for over a year
Okay.
of gameplay. I think you left Vallaki to start going up with Salenka Pass, I think like a year and a week ago.
Nice. Man. I mean, you can tell how far I've been away because I couldn't even remember Anya's name the other day when we were talking. I was like, the alchemist woman.
Me
Who's
missus.
important.
Me missus.
The missus. What X do we think we have to perform at the windmill? Can't be harder than what that was.
Cora consults her book.
I was looking in the journal entries, and I don't think it's actually in there, is it?
No, I think I did end up sharing it with everybody, didn't I?
I don't know. I've got landing page articles, some random ones.
So
Real weird stuff there.
this one was the mountain fane, wasn't it? So we've got the forest fane, the swamp fane. I think the forest fane is the one that we said is the windmill, right?
Yeah.
So this is the one where Strahd knew ravens were particularly important and sacred animals to the native of the valley. Early days of his time in Barovia, Strahd found a hag coven, blah blah blah. Strahd personally caught the ravens, presented them to the shrine of the forest fane, and snapped the birds' necks before bringing the carcasses to the hags. He did this for a year. At the end of the year, he gained the power of the forest fane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just seems like a really twisted thing to do for a year, isn't it?
So what did we say we had to do to try and undo that?
So, where the despoiled site was burnt to the ground, built up... Give me 2 seconds, I'll find it.
Sure.
How dare. But
Unless...
a quiet morning as you are heading up the path that you know leads to back to Wizard of Upwinds.
Ah.
Which one did we decide was the swamp fanes? Was that
Perez, where we kill... Where
yeah,
we,
but was that
where we-
Jenny's?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is the swamp hag.
So then...
Oh no, it's not the huntress. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's
No,
Jenny.
Madam
Oh,
Evil was the forest fane.
So yeah, in that case... Oh, there was something, I just read it. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Where the despoiled site was to honour a deity associated with self-reflection, portents, or prophecy, loudly state your intent and a willingness to look within.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, that doesn't sound too hard.
End of list. Is a different one that sounds appropriate as well?
Not really. Great suffering or torture.
Which
Relative
that's the
suffering.
swamp. That's the swamp, though, isn't it? Because they
Yeah,
killed all
true.
the priestesses there.
So site was burnt to the ground. It wasn't that one. Built upon or urbanized. Nope.
It had a windmill built on it, didn't it?
Does that?
The windmill was already there, though.
Was it?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because that's what he just said, that the hags. He put the hags there, and
Yeah, but there was the stone circle near the windmill is the fane. and
Yeah.
then there was also the windmill. I suppose it's not built on it, but nearby.
Yeah.
We did destroy it.
Yeah, I won't say it's urbanized.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about him building a windmill as part of his changing it. It was
He
just
built a ferocious windmill.
So
mean,
that
to
all
be
the
fair-
grain would be destroyed.
To be fair, it did become a child grinding windmill, so it was pretty bad.
yeah, but that wasn't how it was spoiled.
No.
So
No.
yeah, otherwise, I don't think there's anything else that really fits with it. I think that's the one.
Okay.
God knows what that would mean. Self-reflection will turn into like an adventure within our own brains or something.
Nothing can go wrong with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It sounds so easy, but it just won't be.
A dispelled sight was to honour a deity associated with self-reflection, portents, or prophecy. I mean, portents and prophecy is very much Madame Eva anyway, so...
Mhm.
Yeah, it's got to be that one, isn't it?
Which deities do we know that are associated with self-reflection, portents, or prophecy?
Madame Eva.
Well, she's not a deity, though.
Well, it
I
works for
suppose
the
she is.
Empress.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose
Ladies
she is.
3.
Yeah. They're like, they'll be like demigods, I guess.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the other one was the one at the bottom that I've just done, where to honour a deity associated
Yeah.
with strength, martial prowess, or hunting, and
Yeah.
so that works.
Strahd gets you all on a technicality.
Okay, so I guess we just go there and loudly state intent and willingness to look within.
Maybe we need to bring like a mirror or something.
Scry a bowl of. Oh well, I've got some scrying tools.
Excellent. There you go.
See?
Does that count as a mirror though? Isn't scrying the whole point that you're looking at something else?
Well, no. So for scrying, so for the actual spell scrying, you need a bejeweled horn, which I've got Dolus's horn that I had smithied up with jewels planted on it, and was it an eye or something? I think it was an eye. And I can't remember what I used.
Didn't you give away your eye?
The Nothic eye.
You sold that.
I did sell that. I think I had something else. 1 second. We'll carry on. We'll carry on while I have a look over this.
I imagine that we'll be able to find a mirror, maybe at the winery.
We're taking your stuff. No, please.
I mean, I think
You know, you've got a mirror back in
restored,
Valaki. Be wheeling that to the face.
or in our house full of riches.
Oh yeah, we've still not used that mirror. Let's use that mirror.
So, you're heading to the winery, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
No.
a mile away from it. I'm going to use this map because we have nothing else, but the winery is not yet in sight.
Whenever you give a map, that means they're going to fight something.
She's beginning to believe.
Oh, that fight that we had on this map that we're currently on. We've never fought on this map. We're fine. We're good. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's we didn't have this map at the time when we did the fight here.
That's true. That's true.
You are about a mile away from the winery when a short distance ahead you hear
Oh no!
Quickly grab us and start moving into the tree line. Are they coming? Does it sound like they're coming towards us?
make a perception check.
I'm going to roll. I'm going to get my tireless.
How
You've
many
already got
tiles
10.
do you have left?
I don't know. Hold on. Oh no, I've still got 10 left over. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Oh, you said it. It's wasted.
No.
I see nothing, Johnson. I hear nothing, Johnson.
You see nothing. And you
Wolves
hear
or wolves?
nothing.
I don't hear no wolves.
Um,
I still
yeah.
continue. Yeah, I start dragging us towards the tree line.
Okay.
And-
Do you Cora and Halvor? Do you go with, or do you have your own ideas?
No,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
go
go
with
with-
him.
Okay, how far in you pulling them?
I say we can just keep going in. Like, we need to get further off this road. I would say, yeah, we just keep going, cutting in.
Okay.
As I'm going, I will say to Cora, "Oh, do you still have Norris? He didn't get bamfed out, did he?"
No, we still haven't.
So, give Norris to have eyes on the road, and I will grab hold of us. I'll guide you.
I do as I'm bid. I'm very obliging girl like that.
That's the first. It's only taken 2.5 years. And she fell for it. And
Norris goes up and takes off, checking over the road. You very quickly see, Cora, there are a group of wolves. Norris can see 5. A couple of them are on the road, sniffing around. A couple more are in the tree line ahead of you.
There's at least 5 of them, but who knows how many more ahead. That's all I can see.
Okay. I presume Halvor, if he's leading the way, or Bartandalis, if he's steering Cora, are continuing.
Yeah, just keep walking. Keep going away from the road.
Who's in the front?
I imagine...
Me on the wolf,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
imagine.
Yeah. Comes a moment where Fang, you see the ears prick for a moment and he growls slightly, and there is a returning from the tree line. Well, from the trees ahead of you. And you see... Well, I'll load the map. So you're not at the winery. It's just the easiest thing to have. You see a couple of wolves in front of you. They're just staring at you. And one of them sort of skids back a bit defensively. And you hear a couple of howls and yelps from the road. And there just seems to be a bit of a standoff.
Do they look like wolves or do they look like werewolves?
Wolves. Absolutely like wolves. Make me a perception check, please, everyone. Everyone. Well, except Cora, actually. You both kind of... You sense that there is a kind of lack of focus on these wolves. Typically, every wolf you've seen has been sharp, focused, clearly acting on some sort of mental of command. These just seem to be more
feral
animals. Yeah. They seem more cautious of you than any wolves you've seen in Barovia so far.
How do they seem to be reacting to Rhymefang?
They seem extremely defensive to this wolf that is about twice as big as any of them.
What do you think? Scare them away or try and go around them?
Who knows how many more are within the tree line? I say try and scare them away.
Are these different wolves? These aren't the ones that were at the road. There's just loads of this pack of just suddenly they're around here.
Well, the way I described them before is you heard them on the road, but when Cora went eagle eye, So there was some on the road and there was some sort of in the tree line, directly where you were heading. Which is why I was like, and does she say, no, okay, you're carrying... Because Cora didn't say, there's some ahead of us.
Oh, I thought she was saying that in character.
Yeah, I did say it.
She said there was about 5, and that's all she said.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, yeah, fair enough.
there's about 5 of them. I assumed that you would know that it was ahead. That's where I was looking.
That's fair. That's fair.
I draw the sun sword and wing it out, and I'm going to wave it above my head saying, "Yeah, get out of here!"
Ramfang takes off. Make me an intimidation check with advantage.
Now that's more my speed.
They quickly scarper back in the direction of the road. Cora, if you're still eagle-eyed, you see them 5. There was actually 6 of them. They come bursting out onto the road, run down the road for a little bit, and then head into the tree line on the opposite side. And you see one sort of do the stop and turn back and watch for a second before carrying on.
I will pass on the information that they're on the opposite side of the track from us and recommend we stick to the side we're on.
Yeah, makes sense. That was
I
strange.
hope no one was hungry for wolf meat.
No, I'm good.
Ramfang whines.
Oh.
He was.
They didn't seem like the wolves we met before. Every time we come across wolves, they attack us.
Maybe it's the daytime. I mean, I was expecting worse considering the blood moon the other day.
I wonder if it's a sign that Strahd's hold on the place is weakening.
I give
That
Cora,
and the light.
I give Cora a nod with my thoughts.
Hmm.
We'll know soon enough, I'm sure. Let's keep moving.
Halvor gently urges Rhymefang to continue and is at the moment just focusing on trying to practice riding a direwolf.
Poor dog with Halvor on top of him. Jeez.
It's not a dog.
I mean, it's a big dog, really.
It's the size of a horse.
Do
Still,
you remember
have you
Jon
seen
Snow's
Halvor?
direwolf?
What?
Yeah.
Jon Snow had a direwolf? Only till season 4. And then
Hey.
for half a second in season 8.
You had it longer than Sansa.
Yeah, but then who knows how long Tormund had his for, so...
What?
Sorry, maybe you've forgotten
Then he gets
season
it at
8.
the end. Nothing happened about
Tormund, not Tommen.
Tormund never gets a direwolf.
He gets Ghost at the end. They walk off into the sunset together, and then there's Tormund and Ghost's adventures. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures Beyond the Wall, the spin-off
No,
season.
because Jon goes back to Castle Black where Ghost's waiting for him. And Ghost
Yeah.
and Jon and all the wildling. His real owner's there. Jon owns him again at that point.
Whoa. Nobody owns a direwolf.
Oh, fuck. You cannot own the North. Oh, so bad. So bad. I don't want to play now. I want to play more Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a while longer, the winery comes into sight. You now do see as the map shows.
Everything look more or less how we left it, hopefully.
It does. From the front. The structural damage is all at the back.
The smoke is, however, coming from the bedroom.
We approach by whatever door we've come to learn is the usual one, because there's so many.
This
You
one.
you go in by different doors every single time.
There's the one on the end by the toilet.
So yeah, that's the door that
That's
you've
the
quite,
facts.
that's the door where you've quite often entered. This is the door that you ran into screaming on that Twitch clip when Strahd was walking along the building. These are, if you remember, about 120 sessions ago, where
we
the
killed
horses.
a wild dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
I have no recollection of that.
This is the loading bay for the wagon, above which you killed the feathered druid. But let's just load the map and you can go in where you fucking want. The map is loading.
I will put my hand to my copper ring
Ooh.
and send a message to Davian saying, "We're back. Are you all alright? Was there any problems?"
Nothing so far. Nothing so far. I'm guessing you were successful, judging by the weather.
I send another message. Yeah, everything went in our favor. We're hurt, could do with rest, but nothing a little tending to won't solve. And I'll follow Halvar.
Come on, Ez.
Everyone's rushing into their places. Good grief, moving far too fast, you people.
It's like we just knew he was here. How
Is
the hell did you
Ryan Fang coming in, or is he waiting out? Is he commanded to wait outside? Oh, are you still on him? Just right.
Well, I'm not even sure he'd fit. So yeah. Well, actually thinking about that, maybe I would get him to come into where there's the bit where
Yeah.
Stables are at this side.
I was more thinking there where there's like an outside bit under a veranda.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, put him in there somewhere, and tell him to stay.
What is the druidic for stay? The mountain folk for stay.
I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh wait, what? I say, sit.
He does.
Yeah, that might be boring, but that is Swedish.
Are you actually learning Swedish, or are you just scrolling through the IKEA site whenever you need him to do something?
No, in the journal tab of my character sheet, I've got the translations for common dog phrases.
Amazing. I'm just seeing that now. Stop humping is...
Hey.
Hey,
But,
he never says stop.
It doesn't actually have wait and stay, apparently. So I do have attack, so that's useful.
So yeah, Davian is hurrying down the stairs towards you, sort of bundling his cloak up around himself a bit. So what happened, men?
Oh, where to begin?
You look like shit!
Indeed.
Such a way with words.
He looks at Bart, he's like, you weren't lying.
I nod.
We entered a tunnel entrance that led under the tree, and had to fight many both creatures, living and dead. It was quite an ordeal. I wouldn't have made it if it weren't for Cora's nature magic.
I spy Muriel coming over and give her a smile. No, she's hidden away from me.
She smiles as she comes over. As she sort of hangs back and listens to the tale unfold.
It's Davian. Can I tell if Davian is really Davian?
You can make me an insight check if you want to tell me what in particular you're looking for.
I just inspect his physicality and also his mannerisms before giving him too many details. Just make sure I don't feel like he's an imposter, because I want to give him like the full regalia of what's happened and what we've seen and things. I need someone who I'd normally trust, but
you don't
Curse
trust
of
anyone,
Strahd has made me bitter. So
make me an insight check. He seems as crotchety as ever.
well, in that case.
Physically, he looks the same. What's Halvor's intelligence? That's all.
Yeah, we'll give him the full account of, finding the druid, fighting Otyugs, sturges, crawling through a liminal dream space. I'd probably tell him about my dream and leave the others to talk about theirs if they so choose.
Well, did you all actually discuss yours with each other? Because you fell straight from that into the
Good
inky
point.
black soup of death. I don't feel like you've discussed your dreams.
That's true. Well, in that case, I probably will take this time to illuminate the entire audience. I was on a ship out of Grundefjordur that was my father was getting on it and leaving on the last journey before I never saw him again. He invited me to come with him, but how could I when I knew I had to get back to all of you and to finish our mission? It would have been nice to sail with him forever, but I have responsibilities here.
I had a very similar experience by the sound of things, but mine was Harris and Boyd. It seems that Harris is truly gone. He's forever with the dead now.
Well, hopefully he is at least at peace.
He seemed happy.
I'll just put a comforting hand on his shoulder.
I looked to Barty. Tell us
Yes.
your dream, Barty.
Did you also have such a dream?
Mine wasn't particularly nice. I saw my father and briefly my mother. They weren't in a good place. They hadn't gone to heaven like my sister. I think for my mother on account that she had taken her life. They were trapped somewhere in between, I guess. Wasn't quite the reunion I've often hoped for. If that wasn't bad enough, I then ended up in a place filled with people from my past that I've perhaps let down or wronged in some way. And there was a few of them. More than a few. Still got worse. I was confronted by the one I used to worship. The one I've sworn to end. And he tried to crush me, kill me. I don't know. I don't know what exactly would have happened if I'd have died in that place. But then I was saved by my sister and the abbot, of all people. I don't know where we were, where he has returned to. And then I came out.
Is music playing for you all, by the way?
No.
No.
Just ambient noises as far as I could tell.
Hmm.
No
Okay.
Laura Stoneheart theme.
Hmm.
I wonder why that is. It's unusual. Well, music doesn't seem to be playing. Let's try and find any other playlist at the moment. Oh, this one's playing. Okay, that'll do. Very odd.
It's very dreamy as well.
It is. So yes, Bartandus regales what happened to him. Do either of you have a comment?
Why do you think you saw the abbot?
He is a servant of Lothando, as was my sister, so I expect it is with him and under his light and guidance that she now resides. when we went to St. Markovius, the abbot had said that my sister was with the Morning Lord. I don't know if what I saw was a dream, a vision, or something else, but it felt real.
Don't you think it's strange that your dream was so different from ours?
I
I
guess.
at least think it's comforting that the original Bartandalus was there. That feels like a positive sign to me.
Feels like we might have done some good.
Oh, Caspin, how have you been?
Just as you've been telling these stories, but it's kind of, rather grand set of tales that have been told in the middle of the central vat room.
They break open a vat and we all have a drink.
The Martikovs are all just sort of gravitated over. Stefania holding her baby, whose name I can't remember. And Caspin comes and rejoins you. Yeah, Stefan Crafted Ice Martikov.
It was, I don't know. I've obviously followed, worshipped, and made deals with beings far greater than any of us can imagine. I'm not surprised that whatever's going to happen to me after this place, after I'm gone, I imagine there's going to be a few people scrambling and saying that I'm theirs. And he kind of like says it and he's like laughing and smiling about it, but there is... Cause he's kind of like said it and thought it, I guess, for a long time. But I feel like this is like the first time he said it and there's actually sadness at the thought of not seeing... Well, sadness at the thought of it. He's not quite as flippant about his soul being claimed by demons and whatever, and he's gonna go to the bad place. Now he seems sad about it.
There's still time for you yet, Bartandalus. You've got a lot of life left to live.
I will not permit you to be condemned to such a fate.
I don't reply. I just kind of take it in.
He's still looking as goth-eyed as ever.
Yes. That is Davian's next sort of question. So, he sort of points to your horrible looking eyes.
I point to his horrible looking eye.
Boys, boys.
That wasn't a tree, that was Tsolenka.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
you've already
wait,
seen it.
he's already seen it.
Yeah. You threw me off with a question. Yeah, we have already seen it.
And last time they just let it slide.
I think we had a brief talk. What can I do? Give us those eyes, boy!
I mean, to be fair, I do have a prosthetic eye that could be replaced.
Ooh.
We've got like the Eye of Iraz, is it or something?
Erat's eye, I think. Yeah.
Erat's Eye. Which we all know is just a cursed Eye of Vecna. I'll put it on and be like, got him! It's like, oh my god, not another person that's taking over me. I can't deal with this.
This is your plan. Give it to so many deities, but all of them like, it's not even worth it for that percent. And we all just back it up. We all default on it.
Gotta catch 'em all. Deities. So yeah, I too look to Caspin and say, how are you? You alright?
Yes, it has been less than a day, so not much to have happened, but I'm well, yes.
Felt that longer.
We haven't slept since you left.
And we did, didn't we? We took a long rest in there, right?
You did. How long has it felt for you?
I don't know. A day or two, maybe? Maybe longer? When I think about what we did and how long I think it would have taken to get places, then I can't imagine it being more than a day, but it feels like it. Maybe we're just tired and hurt.
Are your eyes hurting?
Every bit of me's hurt.
What is our next plan? You all look rather worse for wear. Do we wait here a time and recoup?
I should say so. And then I look to us. Valakia, I guess.
I think so. We haven't had any contact with them in some time, and it would not be nice to check that the town is okay. Davian, I don't suppose you or the others have heard from town, from Daneker or such?
Just the food situation's pretty bad. Nothing's been growing properly, other than grapes. So that'll start to get better, but not for a month or so.
Might have to do some hunting.
People are getting pretty hungry.
Maybe we can
can't just eat grapes. Oof.
give them all some good berries.
What about wolves? They hunt wolves, right? They can fish. They just suddenly stop and doing what they would normally do?
Well, I think they do hunt wolves, but it's a pretty dangerous pursuit.
And wolves eat deer, and deer eat grass. Didn't you ever watch a Lion King, boy? There's been no grass. The grass is dying.
I only caught the revamp of it with the live action. It was terrible.
It's very Beyonce heavy.
That was the only good part about her. She's a queen. Don't forget that.
I love that thing with the meme of Timon and Pumbaa where he's like, oh, I'm really that sad, you know, my dad's dead and been banished from home. It's like, wow, we just tried not fucking worrying about it. You want feeding then? As Barovia starves, I will serve you a platter of sausages and bacon.
I mean, if there's food going, we're not going to say no.
Let me just move you all closer together so I can copy paste you all. Wizard of the Vines. You're probably all still on here from last time. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about levels. I can just go. Not levels. Multi-level tokens. Oh, I've just moved you all on your map, haven't I?
Nope.
Okay, this should work. Muriel and Davian are on the table. Cora's like, yeah, baby.
Has nobody ever remade the Curse of Strahd maps using levels?
No.
That is surprising, especially the Wizard of the Wine map.
That's been out
I
5 minutes.
have seen a copy of the winery with levels.
The Schley map or some chumps? Original.
With some high quality Forgotten Adventures maps.
Was that actually, well, was it the actual wine? I know Bailey did it. Did his own band thing.
No, it was. I saw some random guy recreated the winery with FA assets and used it in levels.
Cool.
It worked pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
Is my screen supposed to just be black?
No, it says you're on this.
I
This
also you do not own any token with vision on this
What you
scene.
fucking
Ditto.
do? Absolute madness. Need to work out what's causing this.
Good old Foundry.
Halvor.
Good old Harrison.
It's this fucking world. When I can start a new campaign and get a fresh world that hasn't just been absolutely
Yeah.
abused with learning so many modules. I am really looking forward to it. Okay, you should all be on now.
Sweet.
Just change. I think it's actually set to.
That
dark
vision's supposed to be
mode.
so low. Yeah, like that
Exactly.
visions. There we go.
Literally said at the start there'll be lighting issues.
Actually,
And now, because I made all these maps.
Lazy
before-
James not even put a door on that. That's just a joke. Is there even a wall on it? Oh my god!
Before, because I made so many of these maps before Foundry had features on like darkness threshold light, and it's been dark for so long, I'm realizing as well like all the lights are still on. It's like fuck in the daytime. So yes, a breakfast is made.
is it morning?
Davian tells you that they ate
I
about
suppose it's hard to
2
know.
hours ago. Yeah. He's like, guess we're starting from scratch, so we'll call this morning. There might be a bit of weirdness of people in different places thinking it's different time, but it'll all iron itself out. So this is the creation of Barovian time zones was like Valaki time.
I just start screaming at the disembodied voice of Davian where there are no tokens in here other than myself, Halvor, and Cora.
Do you not see all the others either?
No.
Is that the same for all of you?
Yeah, I just see the party.
The fuck?
Where are they? And I wake up on a boat. Paramore.
Caspin.
That's going to be our Skyrim, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, no.
Oh! Who was that there?
Erwin. I just searched for Martikov. I was like, drag. So you should have everybody here now, I think.
This felt like perfect Harrison Troll time to just drop Strahd in while you were doing it.
Just sat there having sausage and egg at the table.
Blood sausage. I will sit down. Hand over eyes. Just rubbing my closed eyelids. Sore, aching. Just kind of like slowly picking away at food. Not feeling massively hungry because, we have eaten and stuff and just almost too tired to eat.
And when you pull your fingers away from your eyes, it's like, honestly, the closest thing to what it is like runnier vandal grease. There is just this oil, and it smells
Like
like
Esmeralda's leg.
it smells like like petrol. Not that you know what petrol is.
What the hell have they served up?
They've just served, bread, some eggs, some meat.
And it smells like petrol to me?
No,
No,
you've been rubbing
you're
your
stuck in your
eyelids.
eye.
Oh, right,
You've
okay.
been rubbing your eyes. Yeah, they haven't served up like.
What are my eyes like leaking? They're like.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were just like darkened and all like
No,
weird.
because we said they were like what's his face off.
Off Marvel. Guardians. Yeah. What
Fuck Doctor Strange.
Strange.
But now they're running like the whole, the way Mascara gets in some of those videos you might see online sometimes. They're kind of doing that.
Right.
Alex turns to Lindsay like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Lindsay's like, I do.
Doom, doom, doom. I kind of pull my hands away and just look at my fingers rolling the greasy substance. And just wipe it onto my arms, and then look at how have they done my eggs?
Jesus
Well, I
Christ,
feel like
man, you're picky.
you've been here enough times now that I imagine you'd have been asked for your preference at some point. If any of you have an egg preference.
Davian's the chef, though. I imagine he would cook them however they come, and we have to just eat them.
Well,
You're having them this way or not?
You can all. You've been here enough times that you all would have definitely specified how you prefer your eggs to be before they arrive scrambled.
Yeah.
No, I imagine Davian to be a. I reckon Davian would do his eggs quite like me. I'm always bad at what the American terms are, but fried and then just flipped for a second to seal. Still runny yolks inside, just to seal any translucence on the top. And then
Sunny side down. That boy goes far. Wow. Okay.
I very rarely fry my eggs. I'm a farmer's eggs man.
Right. Let's carry on, DM. Come on. I thought you said you had stuff prepared for this session. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you want to ask about
the
Barovian
egg
egg etiquette?
Yeah, you did start this. You were the one that asked what your eggs were like.
Well, yeah. I was gonna go along with like my greasy eyes, and if I had runny eggs, it was gonna put me off. But they've come scrambled, so I'll eat
Stop
them.
moaning.
They're runny and they're black and they stink of petrol.
Okay, I will pick away it a little bit more, just to be gracious, but not feeling hungry.
The hearty meal gives you temporary HP bonus.
I chow it down like you ain't
False.
seen nothing.
Chlorotoxin. Nom nom nom.
Breakfast is had.
Have you heard anything from anybody about the wolves, Davian? We came across them on the road, and they just seemed different. Like, I don't know, wild, out of control. They didn't fight us. They were like confrontational at first, but easily scared off.
They seem like they might have lost their leader.
Could be something to do with what you've done. Could be something changing with how the werewolves are acting. Could be you had that big thing with you that's outside.
It wasn't anything to do with him. Maybe the other things. That blood moon. Could have been something to do with that. So strange.
We've not managed to get eyes inside their cave since the blood moon, but something's going on in there.
I look around the table to my companions. Does that sound like one for us?
No.
I mean, no one else is gonna do it, but
No,
I
it's
think
fine.
we've got other priorities right now.
Yeah.
I think we could definitely do with a rest after the meal, if that's okay.
Oh, nothing's happening. Ain't no one going nowhere until we've slept.
I doubt you'd even make it to Valaki at the moment, looking at the state of you. Except you, Esmeralda, you look alright.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, like just like, ha ha!
Barty's kind of like one elbow on the table, just kind of like fork in his hand, kind of like picking away, and just like every so often, like his head just like dips a bit, and he's like nodding off a little bit. Given that he did not get the benefit of a long rest, he's a little bit shattered at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to be rude, but I really need to go and lie down.
Alright. Are you gonna finish yet?
What's on it?
What about
Bacon
waiting
and...
for bacon, sausage, an egg?
If he's leaning over it, I'll grab a sausage quick as it goes over.
Okay.
I'm amazed Halvor's going to let the
He
plate next to him
forks-
go and
he
eat.
forks
Balvor
it
and Davian both go for it at the same time. Ah.
They both get another sausage in their mouth, and they lady him a trumpet. What are we doing? Oh, athletics. Okay, let me see how Davian does on his athletics.
He's good like Uncle Iroh now. It's just like... He's just absolutely ripped.
Oh, why did I come up as private? Damn.
Was it a big roll?
I rolled it with plus 38 and modifier
Yeah.
just to be like, roar! Yeah, if Halvor wanted to get the sausage first, whatever food's there,
Right.
Davian just kind
No,
of...
I'm a gracious guest.
Well, he's not a gracious host, so he gets the bacon and just sits back and chews it. I'm guessing the rest of you want to sleep.
Indeed, I don't think I remember the last time I was this exhausted.
Oh, you've been here enough to know where the bedrooms are. I'm not giving you a tour again.
Aye, thanks, Davian.
Clearly, Bartenders actually needs the
No,
tour.
I wanted to look back in here. It was just walking down at where... Because it was in here that the thingy was stored, wasn't it?
Yes.
So,
The
yeah.
chest.
Yeah, so I just kind of like hover over and look at it and thinking about how far we've come and the last time we saw Strahd here. And then I go to the window and look down to where I got stabbed in the back by Anastasia.
So much has happened.
Indeed, we've been through a lot.
Yeah. Feels like we're nearly over though, right?
We can only hope. It still feels like there's a lot of things to overcome.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
Let's look on the bright side, team. And
Just
Cora
don't-
goes skipping back towards the kitchen. La 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 la.
Don't know what happens when we finish doing whatever it is we're doing here.
Oh, we probably start a new campaign.
Yeah. Who will I be?
I would hope that we would. I don't know. That's a good point. I kind of expected that we'd all just be expelled and we'd find ourselves back in the woods near Skybird Trail. But who knows?
I get this sinking feeling every time I think about it.
I was thinking about the spirits under the tree. If we do end this place, I mean, think about it. If the spirits are trapped here and they're just slowly getting reincarnated time and time again, then the likelihood is everyone here has lived multiple lives. I
Yeah.
don't mean to wish foul fate on them or say their lives are not worthwhile, but these spirits have lived and come and gone and lived again many times.
Or
So-
they've not. Maybe they're. I cannot look over my shoulder. Maybe they're not the same here. Maybe they're not the same as the folks back home.
Hmm. I was wondering if maybe having some people come with us to take on Ravenloft one day might be worthwhile. And that way, hopefully, everyone here will be at peace one way or another. Eventually.
You can only hope. But I feel... I don't know. I feel like for the people here... Will anything change? Are they just destined to keep repeating through the cycles like Tariana?
Perhaps. I think it's my belief that when the curse is lifted, and then so is the fog, and so are the walls that are keeping them here, I believe that they will move on to the next place.
The curse. And I look out the window. The Curse of Strahd. He said the title! Dun, 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 dun. And now we start the campaign.
No!
We've completed the introduction.
What did you say? Sorry, at the window.
What? Did you
What
not
did
hear
say?
me?
No.
Say it again, go on.
I said, Calvo said about the curse and if we lift it, and I went, the curse. And I looked out the window. The Curse of Strahd.
And then Lindsay screamed.
And then I went, da, 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 and the title sequence comes up with Curse of Strahd.
I only asked you to do it again so I could play Thunder Crash in the middle of it.
Oh, we didn't
you
hear
can
it.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't hear
We
that
stopped.
now?
Oh, now
No.
again.
That sounds
Oh,
like
there you
it's.
go.
That sounds like it's playing on your speakers, and I'm hearing it through your mic. Oh, there it is.
That was some crazy delay. Oh yeah,
I
now I
heard
can
it
hear
before
it.
you did, though.
Yeah, you heard it. Then
Did
I
you-
heard it, and then
so-
Halvor heard it.
Did you hear the walls growling before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know whether something's. Yeah, I heard them straight away then.
Straight away. Do you hear thunder now?
Yes.
Do you
Must just be
hear
our sync.
this now?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How
Thunder
weird
again.
is that? No, it was, well,
Now I can
it
hear
sounded
it.
like it. I stopped it. It was the sliding stone door.
Oh, okay. Then I just heard it.
Oh, there's a sliding stand door.
Yeah. Then I just heard my music. Well, no, Strahd music.
No, that's Amber Vision.
Right, well, let's try it again. The curse. And I look out of the window.
I know, do you know what? I wish I had that in. I've not got it in. Go on, one last time. One last time, sorry.
The curse. The curse of... the curse...
The Curse of Norris.
The curse of Norris.
I mean,
He
I
is
think
the
that's
Dark
more what the
Lord.
DM feels about this whole thing.
Yeah.
The curse
Okay.
of the owls.
Halvor goes to bed.
Yeah. You've ended it, DM.
That character moment has truly finished.
That was a very good character moment.
Barovia. It is a silly place.
I'm going to pop back into the kitchen quickly and just say, just to be safe, you know, the things that we did out there, Strahd might well come after us, or at least have noticed what happened. So anything unusual, keep your eyes open and don't be afraid to come wake us if you need to.
She doesn't speak for me and Halvor!
Yeah, okay, just wait me.
You know, DM, with the levels module, you could have these bunk beds as separate things where you could lie on a different one.
Fucking hell.
I was honestly expecting Cora to just go in and be like,
Muriel,
Euro, it's not safe. You should sleep with me.
Yeah, that's
It's daytime, she doesn't need to sleep right now.
absolutely what I expected as well.
Hey guys, come on.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So, I'm lying in bed. Look it.
I leave my door open. Hey Muriel.
Yeah. I just lie. My head swimming with thought. Yeah.
No, you are not my kind. Room full of men. Cora's so disappointed.
Go on, Barty.
Swimming, thinking I've got too much to think about, and as tired as I am, I can't possibly. And then just goes off.
What's Halvor doing? What's Halvor doing?
I thought that he would be spending this time thinking about a time with his father, but having had, I want to say near-death experience, but it's more like a death experience. All he can think about is the spirits that he was telling Bartandless about, the looks of anguish on their faces, and what he thinks might happen to the people of Barovia should we succeed, or worse, if we fail.
Okay. Cora, anything from you?
Cora falls straight to sleep and dreams of her friends back in Skybird Trill and feels quite at peace having spoken to them. And although it was sad to know that her friends are gone, she has a feeling that they're happy where they are. So yeah, an unexpected feeling of peace and happiness.
Okay. About 5 minutes after you lay down, as you're all deep in these thoughts, Halvor, well, you all hear it, but Halvor and Bartandless, you are momentarily deafened as in the middle of your room, an enormous blast of thunder. Your bed covers are just thrown up.
What?
As in the middle of the room, a golden shimmering circle opens up before a moment later.
Should have expected this sooner or later.
What is it? I can't see. Mordenkainen? For realsies?
Yeah.
It would appear you have been remiss in informing me of certain acquisitions, although you look quite the worse for wear. I know you're awake.
Yeah, I'm just sat in the corner, kind of like coming round, having just been woken up.
It's like
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes after you settle down.
Yeah, I was still asleep
Yeah.
though.
Well.
Yeah, I was gonna send you a message in the morning, but I didn't have any spell slots left.
I just don't even know how to say it. It sounds so stupid when you call it mana.
Didn't have any mana. I couldn't send a message to you to let you know. That's pretty much been this whole endeavor. And
Where was it in the end?
The Ember Temple. I believe it was under the procurement of Ludmilla.
You have killed her?
We have, as far as we're aware. Whether it's permanent, we don't know. But we killed her a time ago.
Is that a lie? Given you've seen her since?
When did we see her again?
Intentional?
We killed her. Oh no, we didn't kill her, did we? She was gonna. We didn't kill.
No, we
Killed
killed
her,
Ludmilla.
Oh, we killed her in the church.
Oh shit!
Ages
Yeah,
ago.
then we saw her at the thingy, didn't we?
Yeah,
So,
then we didn't kill her. She went away.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was deliberate.
No, yeah.
We killed her once, but she came back.
The vampiric curse, no doubt.
I mean, who even knows with this? I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I imagine besides being here, there's plenty of ways to bring somebody back. Being in Barovia just has an extra dynamic to that, I guess.
And I take his book out of the bag.
You have upheld your end of the bargain. And he steps forward with his hand out and says, as promised, I shall aid you against Strahd when your time comes.
I feel comforted knowing that.
Should we let you know, or will you know to find us?
I am divining as often as I am able. I will be aware of your efforts, and will join you at an appropriate time.
Very well.
If this Ludmilla has not been disposed of before you assault Ravenloft, it will perhaps be best that I engage her. It will allow you to focus on Strahd, and I shall not underestimate her again.
We managed to kill her. You shouldn't have much of a problem.
Do you hand the book over?
Yeah, I've already taken it out.
Yeah.
Just hold it out to him.
He takes it, and he nods. Bacon.
He just opens a portal from here to go into the other room.
Oh, do you think he's friends with the Martikovs? Do you think they'll let him have bacon?
I think they could stop him.
Oh, I think he's gone.
He just steals all the bacon. Walks in, takes David's plate off him, and just goes.
You do hear. How was that?
Everything back to normal. And my head hits the pillow once more.
Yeah. Other than a brief interruption from Davian asking, knocking in both rooms and asking. No, he wouldn't knock actually. He just opened the door to the fella's room. He'd like sort of go to open it for a second and then think better of it and knock loudly before opening Cora's door any further. He would have asked you both if you actually knew who that was, who just walked into the kitchen, picked some bacon off a plate, and then teleported away.
Cora wouldn't know, would she? She
Or
see it.
did I actually hear it?
You'd have heard the thunder. Yeah.
In that case, I would have assumed if I'd heard the thunder, I'd have had my ear to the wall but not gone in.
Okay.
I think it was Zrinhala.
So after that, yeah, you all get the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah!
Well, sorry, what was it? A full, were you sleeping for the day, or were you just taking one to get an hour?
Can I take his new day?
Not yet. Yeah,
Oh.
go on, you can.
Oh.
Oh shit, now I need to undo the hit dice.
Why are you still showing us? Oh yeah, because that wounded is a condition, isn't it?
You know what else is a condition that doesn't show anymore because all the icons broke?
I haven't forgotten. Give me a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Should anything of this happen within the 8 hours? Because obviously now I've got my spell slots back. I have not had spell slots for a while though.
What?
I've now got my spell slots back to cast Cure, remove Curse on myself. I couldn't do before. I was saving a 3rd level spell slot and then I had to spend it on something else.
No, that's fine. I just
Okay.
need to make a con save now.
Con save.
Okay. Yeah, you feel normal.
Okay.
There's nothing you're actually concentrating on, is there? Let's turn that off. And there's nothing that Cora is concentrating on. If she stays still, I will remove. There we go. So yeah, you wake up. Let's say roll back at the table. Let's say we're having tea this time. to avoid moving them all to arbitrary locations around the winery. Ez is in a bed on the other side of the room from you, Cora. And you see her just reattaching her prosthetic and looking up at you like, oh, I felt like I needed that.
I know what you mean.
Where do you think we will go next? Which of the two fanes? Do you feel any different for having completed a third of your quest, I suppose?
I'm feeling optimistic, but I can't say any different in myself.
Does she still have little acorns?
Little bits of coral now.
Yeah, they were there, bit of coral.
Morning, ladies. Feeling better, I hope. I certainly am.
Indeed. Time for another meal, Halvor?
Well, I mean, it is. We have just woken up.
It is starting. Don't know how you'll feel about this, each of you. It's starting to go dark.
Okay. I mean, that's probably appropriate.
I am DM. Gonna look down. The scratch on my arm that I got from Emil, is it still there or is it healed up with my wounds as normal?
It's healed up with your wound as normal.
Okay. I am, as a precaution, going to hold onto. Oh no, I don't have to. I'm going to make a gesture over my arm and say, by his guidance, by his light, the darkness within, the darkness unfurled, I banish you, cast you back to whence you came, and I will cast remove curse upon myself.
Okay.
A wise choice, one might say.
Yeah. Maybe. Might be too late, who knows? I don't think it is. I think if you've been scratched, you can get rid of it at any time, maybe? Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, remember me saying we came to...
And if you weren't born to it, you could remove it from somebody, basically.
You can, but then, I mean, it's kind of become... I've seen this guide far too late in our campaign, but there's a lot of people who handle lycanthropy different in Barovia, removing it, because even if you had failed all your con checks and turned into a full-blown fucking werewolf, someone can just go, remove curse, it's third level spell. It's like, ha, it's gone, okay.
Yeah. I would personally handle that differently. I imagine you have a different idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I run this again, I will definitely handle lycanthropy different in Barovia.
I would be interested to read that if there's a good guide you've seen somewhere.
I'll dig it out. I've got it somewhere. I'll dig it out. I'll go into the Curse of Strahd Discord and say, it is I, your moderator. Bring me the following link. I saw one.
So yeah, we table up. Halvor moves past Stefania and Muriel and makes sure to leave some space away from them.
Moves what, sorry? Is this you saying you're leaving a chair for Cora to sit next to her?
Yeah.
Hey! I elbow him out the way.
Move, old man. Yeah, I sit at the head of either the head or the foot of the table opposite Davian.
Okay. He's more than kind and just sat there.
Bot handlers just gives me a shoulder rub behind me.
He's looking up the window, he's brooding.
No, I'm standing on my head. Behind him. I'm on the ceiling, upside down.
Well,
with my spider climb. I know, yeah.
You're looking a lot better.
There's a lot to be said for a good night's rest. How long were we out?
About 8 hours.
Not
Give
too
or
bad.
Approximately.
I see it's getting dark. We might have to get used to a normal sleeping pattern again.
I feel like I could have carried on sleeping. Don't know why mechanically I automatically woke up after 8 hours. It's so strange.
Well, it's okay. We'll just stay awake for 24 hours now.
Oh, you're getting jet lagged.
I really don't think that would happen.
You're
We're going to be
asking-
injured way before that.
Are we going to travel by night? Or wait till the morning?
Hmm. I'd hate to lose time when there's not much else for us to be doing.
And really, we've been in night for so long. Is it making a difference?
Wouldn't be the worst thing to be in Vallaki when dawn rises.
Then I say we go.
Fine by me.
Muriel sort of looks between you all. So to Vallaki you go then, yes?
Hmm.
Will you be joining us?
I might meet you there in a couple of days.
I turn from the window. You have other business?
I don't know what the changes you have wrought may lure out of our enemies. So I'd rather stay here for a couple of days and protect my home before I join you.
Your home?
So like gestures around her a bit.
This is Esmeralda saying this.
No, Muriel.
It's
No,
Muriel.
Oh,
Muriel.
Miura, sorry. I totally got the wrong end of that. They all sound the same.
Yeah, of course, Ez is with you.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Oh, he turns back to the window, now he's mollified.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Just you, that's fine. What of you, Caspin? Do you wish to travel? Do you wish to travel with us?
No, I'm going to make my own way now. I feel that I am quite hardy.
I would have assumed so. I thought I only remained here because you knew you were heading into some sort of challenge or trial, but you have asked me to remain at the Adrag, you have asked me to remain here. I'm unsure if you want me to come with you.
Just trying to keep you safe. We went through a lot to get you. We've almost lost you more than once on the way. And we don't seem to be stopping anytime soon from going to these challenges. There are people here that you could stay with where you're safe and you'll be fed and you can help out. You can help out. There are people in Vallaki as well, but we thought that Father Petrovich was safe. And now he's not. We don't know what is happening in Vallaki. I am concerned about taking you where we don't know.
I am happy to remain here if you think that was the best.
And I'm still looking out the window. I do.
And if you will permit me to stay longer, Davian, then I shall. You bloody work for it. And it is agreed then that Caspin will remain at the winery.
If you manage to spend any time looking at the book I gave you. The spell book as a reminder. The Durst one that I'd taken the spells from.
Who did you then give it to? Did you give it to Caspin?
Caspin? Yeah.
No, I've mainly helped out and settled in for the day. I expected you would be gone a bit longer. But I will continue looking at it. But when I read the many of the chapters, it just does not makes sense to me. It all seems overcomplicated for how. I mean, I know I am only a novice, but the magic I have had, it should just flow naturally, should it not? This feels like this book is over complex. Does that make sense?
I just kind of give him a look.
Think you're fucking smart, do you?
Your parents, your family, were any of them magic users?
My grandmother.
Could be in your blood. There are some that it comes natural to. Many folk would call them sorcerers.
My
Perhaps it
grandmother
just...
was a renowned healer. She said she was touched by Lathander.
Magic comes in all shapes and sizes, from the arcane, the divine. And it's just curious the timing that yours emerged. I turn back to the window with the last glance in. Perhaps you'd be able to help him in this Davian. You've got more learning than anybody else in Barovia, at least. Anyone that I'd trust Caspian with.
Well, if he's staying here, I might as well get him in a position where he can actually help defend us if any more of these wolves come along. So yeah, I'll have a look at the squirt.
Maybe you can even teach him a few things that I don't know.
I won't take long. Figure I must know plenty of spells you don't. Much older, been around far too long.
Yeah, well, so
And
because
that just
fucking book got taken from me.
and that just irritates you a bit to hear about.
Oh, it does. Yeah. Even him making his little joke saying that wouldn't take much. I'm just stone cold looking out the window.
Well, maybe you should teach somebody that might be able to actually put those spells into practice instead of a boy. You want to teach him to help him fight wolves. Maybe teach me something to help us fight Strahd.
Yeah, I figure we could at some point.
Some point. I don't think we've got much time left. Things are changing out here. And I don't necessarily feel like it's for the better. It's just changing.
What do you sense?
That we're being played with. That we're being allowed to do the things that we're doing. It feels like someone is bored. Bored with what they've got, bored with how long they've had it. And we're just here to change things up a little bit. He could have stopped us any time. Anytime. But he doesn't. He took away the sun to do nothing more than demonstrate his power. But he let us have it back.
Who says he let us have it back?
He always knows where we are. He is the land.
Yeah, but you agreed before that his powers might be weakening, and that's why the wolves might not necessarily be listening to him now.
He let us get to the Gulthias tree. You don't think he knew we were there?
He let us get there, but I don't think he believed that we could do it.
I'm not so sure.
Do you think there's a chance that maybe he's allowing us to do all this because he too wants to be free?
Maybe. Maybe he has to put up appearances for Vampire. Can't let it be seen that he's letting somebody end it all. Maybe he's tired. As tired as we are. Maybe he wants to edit it, let it all end, but I do not doubt that in that final moment where he could let it happen, he wouldn't. He wouldn't let that power go. Even if he wanted it.
Think how much loss he's had, how much he's had to suffer too. I'm not so sure.
Creatures like that, they don't give up power.
Just a more evening, more dark, appropriate music.
I think everything he's got in Barovia, it's his. It's his plaything. And that includes us. Everybody's subservient to him. Everybody must bow and must live knowing that he can do whatever he wants to them, whenever he wants. You don't have to hurt people for them to be scared of you. I don't know how this ends.
I think it's going to end however we make it. Or at least try to.
Let's finish eating and go.
Okay.
And I look at the food as I pass it, and I'm not hungry. Stop, look over my shoulder. Halva following me.
Hello.
Hello?
Is nobody eating? We've all just sat down to eat, and everybody's just like, okay.
I grab some sausages as I leave, so
yeah,
I
I
can
wasn't sure
feed.
if there was like an implied passage of time that you had your meal, other than Barty who wasn't hungry.
Yeah, I thought we'd eaten. I was
Well-
quiet for a long time. That's what I was doing. I was eating.
I grab some food so that I can feed Wolfie Boy.
Okay.
What's his name again?
Rhymefang.
Rhymefang.
Jesus
Jesus, you don't
Christ.
deserve a wolf.
That's what I said.
Look, I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, you know. Plus, he's a
That's how
fictional
quickly
wolf.
forgets. That's how quickly he forgets.
He's not fucking real, then. Are you taking Esmeralda's wagon back?
Well, it seems kind of pointless unless we're trying to haul a bunch of stuff. Actually, it could be useful since we never moved all that fucking iron that we needed to find. So
it's
maybe
Well, you
Cannonballs
found some iron, but you have. I can't remember what you got that was iron.
Oh god,
But
was it
you
the
have
fucking
put in the bag
cannonball
of
in the
holding.
spiders?
The
No,
cannonball
well,
was iron, but then we found some more iron.
Yeah,
did we?
you found.
Did we find some ingots, maybe?
Yeah, but where? You did find quite a few ingots that basically.
Well, the greatsword is £6.
Yeah, you have the sufficient iron. I'm really drawing a blank on
Amber
where you got it from.
Temple. Amber Temple. Was it from in the armory room where the door had been knocked down?
Yes. Yeah, you got enough armor and weapons that you said, "Hey, this is enough iron." I thought you were to say from the treasure room. It's like false.
No.
because you're probably the only group in the world who've never got so horny that they risked it all to raid the treasury.
I mean, that's been our mantra from day one, right? We're like the cautious crew.
Well,
You've currently missed out on 32 magic items in this campaign.
But that is why we are still here 3 years later.
Yeah,
we did almost get flattened by the Amber Golem.
There's a fucking gun in Castle Ravenloft. You've missed out on a Glock.
Well, I'm gonna end it all. Just if it carries on for another 2 years.
It definitely will not.
So yeah, I'm gonna head out and feed Rhymefang a bit and get ready to head off.
Okay. Anything else anybody else wants to do before you start leaving?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. It is, unfortunately, nighttime. And once again, you find yourselves... Sorry, it wasn't a final answer there. So you are taking the wagon, or you are not?
We might as well. Do you know what? It's up to Esmeralda. Would Esmeralda want to leave it, or is she not bothered?
Good point. Yeah, so she'd rather keep it nearby.
Yeah. Let's just travel then.
Okay. You... Where are we? Wrong page. What's the arrangement? So Rhymefang, obviously alongside the wagon.
I will continue to try and ride him.
He allows it, but it's still.
In fact, I would spend 10 minutes before we set off and ritually cast Speak with Animals to give him some idea of what we're doing. I tell him where we're going and that it's a relatively short journey and stuff, and that I would. there's no good way of saying this, but that I would
get on you. Okay. Yes. So you set off from the Wizard of the Wines, heading up the path, and a short while later you come to what you know to be the junction. You have a bridge over the Raven River. Are you heading straight to Vallaki, or are you making any stops off or investigating anywhere on the way? A reminder, the locations you will effectively pass are the general region that you understand Werewolf Den to be. Van Richten's Tower, the turning to Berez, the turning to Argynvostholt, and then the bridge back over to Vallaki.
Well,
and by extension from Vallaki, I suppose, the Vistani camp. Sorry, Bartanalis?
Whilst we are travelling by wagon, am I allowed to read and prep my wizard spells?
Or cleric ones, even?
I can't. I can only do them at dawn.
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Then I will be doing that whilst we are en route. In terms of where we're stopping, I would say... I mean... As curious as I am about keep going back to the tower to see if we can finally find something there, I feel like we're just going to go back to Vallaki, right?
Yeah, Vallaki.
By the road.
Okay.
A normal route.
Who is keeping an eye out? Not Bartandalis.
I'm going to be inside the wagon
Yeah.
with my light spell cantrip illuminating inside so I can...
It would make a sense for me to be keeping an eye out.
Perhaps you on top of the wagon, and I'll be on Rheinfang.
But you're not going to be able to see.
I can see.
It's
It's dark,
dark.
isn't it?
Oh, I can't see.
I'm blind. Okay, Cora, make a perception check. About half an hour after you set off, you spot a single pair of yellow eyes in the undergrowth to your left.
Do I recognise those to be the eyes of any particular beast?
With 22, I'll give to you that they look similar to the eyes of a wolf, but were perhaps a bit higher than you would expect from the ground you expect them to be. The second you clock sight of them, they close, and you just see a slight shift, suggesting that whatever it was has stepped back into the undergrowth at the realization of being spotted.
I'm not going to make obvious movements, but I am going to send a message down to Bartandler. Can I do them both at the same time, Bartandlers and Howell?
No, you can do one after the other.
Okay, I'll do one after another, saying exactly the same thing. Think we're being watched. Looks like wolves, but maybe bigger.
I will say...
Which way?
You can't see them? Are they too far, or they're hidden?
Hidden in the bushes. Only could see eyes. And only one pair so far.
Just imagine Cora getting overwhelmed by like the overlapping responses from both of them with like further questions. She's like,
I'll ignore Halvor's and just start replying to Barty because I can't cope. They can talk to each other.
I'm inside the wagon, so...
Oh yeah, you're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Halvor. Big wolves about. Take care.
Yes, again. Where are the wolves that you've seen?
Where are the werewolves? No, not werewolves, just wolves. Yeah, but werewolves. No, not wolves.
I just imagine them
Werewolves.
riding along in silence, and then
I mean,
just suddenly
accurate.
Halvor just turns like, "Where, damn it!"
A were-rabbit?
Did he say which side of the track it was on?
I told you that it was on your left.
I don't know left and right, so
Just tell Halvor!
on the left, Halvor, on the left.
Halvor keeps his eyes peeled to the left-hand bushes.
You continue on riding. Nothing else happens. You journey for several hours. You pass each of those turn-offs that you recognise. The turning to the Solenka Pass seeming very recent. You just returned from it, what? Yesterday, I suppose, in your character's time. Given the
Oh my God, like
strange
yesterday.
passage of... Given the strange passage of time that Caspin seems to have relayed to you while you were under the Gulfias tree. You cross over... Well, yeah, you pass that. You pass the turning to Argynvostholt. You pass the turning to Berez, and then you cross over the Lunar River, the stone bridge. And you reach a point where the trees start to fall back, and the clearing before the lackey, which hopefully, for once, will load easily. Nope. This day is not today. But the lackey map is fucking cursed. Well, I will give you this map while it's loading. Oh god, this very this is pre-Blitz's lighting effect with a torchlight to just big dots.
Ah, Valaki. Doesn't seem ominous at all.
Those two lights' eyes.
Yeah, the wolf's just standing in front of you. Yeah, but
Does
you
everything
see,
look reasonably as we'd expect?
it looks exactly as you left it.
Okay. We continue to approach.
And you arrive about half an hour later, crossing those fields. You come to the little hamlet of buildings before the town that has Jenny's hut and other buildings in. And about 200 foot ahead of you, the open gates with the lit sort of manned towers. Are you going to any of the buildings in the hamlet, or Jenny? Are you heading straight on into the town proper?
I think it's a bit unfair to call in on Jenny at this time of night.
I'm desperately trying to get Valaki to load. It's stuck on 79% for me, which is not nice. Has it loaded for either of you out of interest?
I'm now in.
Oh, and
I
you can
just
actually
don't
see the
like-
map.
Yeah.
So I can send it to you and you can get on it, but I myself can't get on it. That's ridiculous.
Chorus is still loading, apparently.
Yeah, don't be too jealous.
But I'm kind of the one who needs it the most. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
do
we
it.
definitely stop in for a little midnight chat at Dragomir's tannery.
Who the hell are you? Dragomir is somebody who did not get used much in our campaign. I think he did, didn't he? Bart Handless went and spoke to him and his wife in like
When I was
session
chasing
8.
when I was- yeah.
Yes,
Miliov,
that's
when I was
what it
chasing
was.
Mhm.
Yeah. Forgot.
There's Laszlo's workshop. What does he work on?
His shop.
You never found out what Laszlo works on. It's just things you never did, and that's fine.
In fairness, I think we have been to most of these places.
And also, in fairness, yet.
Yeah. Anybody need to
Still
go to the
time.
coffin maker? Should we go to the coffin maker's house?
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. So you, while I'm just struggling getting Mr. Load, you are challenged at the gates by 4 guards with a mixture of spears and swords who step out and... Who approaches?
You say the gates were shut?
No, the gates are always open.
It's always
but-
open. Yeah.
but-
Just checking.
And Norton, previously, you've been riding in and out fine, but this time you are stopped and challenged.
It is I, Halvor Jökulsson, I say, from astride Rhymefang. We have property here, homeowners. And what was the name of the old burgomaster?
Vargas Valakovic.
Vargas. Yeah.
Because it's the old Valakovich house then, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we own the old Valakovich house.
Alright, yes, I just saw that monstrosity and I took you for wild folk.
Huh. No such thing. Although, this boy has seen a few, haven't you? And I give him a pat on the head.
You don't aim to bring this thing in, do you?
Of course, he's my companion, like a horse, but more dangerous.
I don't know if the Baroness will like that.
She'd vouch for you, would she, eh?
She seems to have less and less time for us these days, but I'm sure she would allow it. After all, we did do her many great favors. I'm turning kind of Russian.
Ha!
I thought you sounded like New York. Hey, I'm turning kind of Russian.
Why would you say that, but then say it in a Welsh accent?
In a Welsh accent.
What?
Go on then. You can go in.
Excellent. If there's any troubles with the Rhymefang, then you can blame me. And
What
I wink at
happened?
him.
What happened to your face?
Isn't he still in the wagon?
Oh shit! Yeah,
I think I'd have come out when we
Head
approached
pokes
the
in the
gates.
doors.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
When I approached the gates, yeah.
Are you sick?
Do I look sick? Apart from the eyes?
The eyes alone could do it. It's not contagious, is it?
I've been with my traveling partners for weeks now and they seem fine.
And he sort of tries to hide the fact that he's just given everybody's eyes a bit of a glance over to see if anybody else seems to be affected. And I'm having to change the map backstory for a moment. And then he kind of suppresses a bit of a shudder. He's like, "You should get that checked out. Looks... doesn't look nice." Yes, in you go then, in you go. You brought any food?
We have some rations and such, but not in any great quantity.
I mean,
How
we do have
much?
it in great quantity. We've got a ton of it in our bag of holding.
As in dead bodies?
No, we had loads of rations that have barely used them.
Oh, the ones we used for this pass.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we're gonna have a feast in our name. The conquering heroes return, and they bring with them
I mean,
berries.
it's all jerky and berries and
Berries
stuff,
and
but it's
jerky.
better than nothing.
Yeah, well, we can curry much more favour in Valaki by the sound of it.
Food rationing will be
Oh.
at 10 in the
60
morning.
rations.
Be in the town square by 10 if you need food. If you're late for it, you wait until the next day.
Where are the rations coming from?
What little's being provisioned and divided out until things get back to normal.
Is there a farm or farms nearby?
People tend to grow their own, trying to encourage more, and you will see the guards have been increased around. Oh, what was his name? I can't open it. The guards have been increased significantly around the Fleshmeisters.
The Fleshmeister?
The Fleischmeister. Fleischmaster.
Yeah.
Busha. Is there anywhere... Where does the biggest concentration of gardens or vegetable patches and such?
You would know from your time in Barovia that, given the low number of people and the pretty poor state of the earth, there doesn't tend to be general farming areas, but most...
Plant boxes.
Yeah. Most places have kind of been growing their own. So he just describes it as been a bit more of an effort to, everybody grow a bit more, do your bit.
Because everybody's shit's been dying because there's been no sun, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the rationing won't be much longer now that the sun has returned.
The mood's tense tonight, hoping that it does come back.
You've not seen the sunrise?
Yes, but then this is gone again. It's been gone so long, it's hard not to be worried. Now I see that I'm on Valaki and none of you are.
Yeah, I can see it.
I still can't.
I'm sure you've got the map ingrained in your brain
Cora, and you can remember
Yeah, I can remember
the
exactly what
details.
it's like because it's
Yeah.
on the screen next to me, which is Halvor's. So.
Sorted.
Anyway, with my subtle questioning, what I want to do is find where either there's, but someone who's got quite a lot of vegetables, or
Probably Jenny.
perhaps maybe there's a few people who've got their own little allotments in their gardens nearby each other, and then I'm thinking of using the stone of plant growth in the area.
And can I just say, actually, that's a point. We have drove past Jenny's shack to get to the gates, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we did say we weren't going to go in because it was late at night.
Ah, right, okay.
But did you want to go in?
No. I was reading my spell, so I missed you guys saying that. That's fine. No, I think we're right.
You haven't gone through the gates yet.
Yeah. But Jenny's is like the last one in it, so we'd have to double back on ourselves.
Yeah. Maybe we can say, if he had particularly pertinent stuff he wanted to say, we can quickly wind it back to Yenny and then say we jump back to where we are now.
No, and if the group was happy to move
okay.
on because it was night time, then
Okay.
I mean, basically, I said it and no one said anything else, so that's what happened.
Okay. Fair.
I guess we continue in.
Okay. Yes, you head on in.
By the sound of it,
Yeah, go on.
it already sounds like it's not total chaos, and that rationing is happening as necessary. So it doesn't sound too terrible, which is good.
Yeah. It's late night by the time you get here. The few people you see out on the street, guards included, look a little bit gaunt, quite a bit paler. You detect a bit more coughing than you're usually used to. People just seem to be generally a bit run down. You do see a lot of like plant boxes and window boxes. You also see, as you're heading through the town, sort of looking out, you see quite enough sort of like dirt marks and like water patterns on the floor around the doors, but it looks like there are a lot, maybe signs of extra plant boxes, perhaps ones that are further along growing that seem to be getting carried inside at night.
So no one's stealing.
Exactly. But yeah, where in Wallachia are you heading to first? Are you going home?
I would probably want to. If I didn't jump off as we passed it, I would probably head back to the church.
To the church? Okay.
Yeah.
Is anybody stopping at the church with Barthandelus?
At this stage, I'm still not entirely comfortable with us necessarily separating, even though we're in town. So, I would probably volunteer to come in.
Why do you want to go to the church, Barty?
I want to see if there was a struggle before they took him.
Would that make any difference?
I don't know.
Will it not just upset you to know that his last hours were so stressful?
No.
Right.
He's just looking at the church and he's got stuff going on in his head.
Well, I think that Cora and Halvor wouldn't want to leave Barty alone in his sad thoughts, so we'd probably go with him.
Okay. You dismount and go up to the steps of a church. You see the in the times you've been here before, sort of leaves and debris were never on the path, but it's quite messy and not overgrown. It hasn't been empty that long, but there are no lights on inside. There was always a bit of a glow coming through before. And there is debris on the path. And yeah, you approach the doors.
I will.
Has it loaded for you?
Yeah.
Yep, it's just very dark.
And again, it doesn't show you
Mine's
being
not.
on. Doesn't show you being on. I'm gonna have to do a reload. And you'll probably get. I haven't got a token on this map.
You say you reloaded?
Yeah. There we go. I see what Barty's on it with me. Cora.
I'm here.
No Halvor. Is Halvor still playing on the potato?
I can see it.
Yes, I clicked refresh. It's just taking a while.
Sorry,
I think.
Halvor, the token's on here, but on the tab I
Oh.
don't see his little red H. Can you move, Barty?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
It's
will-
not quite as snowy as it was. My God, this map was terrible when I made it.
Oh, I mean, just how aligned it is like a door in the middle of two grids is making me vomit. What is this, roll 20? At least there are doors. Yeah, I will. The door is unlocked because I've already checked it. Pitch black inside, yeah.
Yep.
Holding on to my holy symbol, I'm going to. Oh, actually, is it thaumaturgy? Can I remember if it's thaumaturgy or just prestidigitation? Prestidigitation. I'm going to light the sconces. Candelabra. Looking around. Doesn't look like there's a sign of a struggle, right?
Does not.
No.
Nobody else going in?
Yeah, we're going.
There's no like chandeliers up on the roof or anything?
No.
Okay.
There was, if you remember.
Yeah.
I'm loving the sound effects.
Was there a stained glass bit here? Or was that in?
The worst, were stained glass windows of a mounting lord.
And I look around. And then just on the candelabra. No signs of anything. All pretty clear.
Yeah. Bit weird it was not a light source.
Yeah.
There, so let's just say yes, there was a chandelier all along, so it wasn't just some weird void spot that Strahd's gonna step out of.
Ooh, locked. Is it supposed to be locked?
Yeah. You know this was the door out to the graveyard?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that, yeah. He's just not saying anything, he's just walking around, looking around. And then stops for a moment and looks at the place that Arena was killed. What was it? That's confession booth, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it here or was it Barovia Village?
What?
Arena was here.
It's here, in the church, yeah.
Yeah. Barovia Village is where we killed the vampire's son. The son of the
Toru.
priest man.
Well done, Cora. Shame
Yeah.
on you, Halvor.
Yeah, Halvor. I got it right. Love you, sorry.
God, her little smug face.
Gave me the most evils you've ever seen. He was like, I know everything about Strahd, not you.
Was it slappable, Halvor?
Oh, so slappable.
Anything
But
on
it
his
often
desk?
is.
No, just his like a daily log of just the sermons that had been given. Just confessions that had been taken, not by name or by, sin, just an account of how many had been taken each day, all very mundane. You would know that this is a common practice amongst priests of Lathander.
And it all looks clear. Nothing in here.
Yeah.
I look around, knowing that this is the last place where I was Eckhart Poe, or I shaved my head and removed the garments that were given to him. Nothing. Either he went willingly or they charmed or coerced him. They didn't sweep the path. None of them. When we first came here, there were sermons. You remember?
Indeed.
People came here at night and now nothing.
I mean, who would lead them?
Exactly. Without Father Donovich, without Father Petrovich, without the abbot, who will lead them?
So have I just found the corpse room?
That's where... Oh, actually, well, is it still there? Is
Wow.
his sister still there?
Well, I was waiting for Bartanelis to finish speaking. But yeah, the two wrapped bodies are gone. When I made this map, this is where Lydia and Vargas's bodies were. They are no longer. However, Halvor, a couple of things in here. The room is a bit askew. A candelabra has fallen over. A couple of the candelabras have fallen over, actually. There are several utensils scattered across the floor. A small bit of blood. And then there is also a body in here. Slumped in this corner. Sort of sat against the wall. Most of the head missing. Seemingly incinerated by the looks of it, but there's no smell lingering here. No soot on the wall or the floor around it. It is a slumped form of something that was very clearly already very dead.
Can I inspect it a bit?
Yeah. Are you investigating or are you medicining?
Investigating.
It's wearing leathers. What skin is visible is pale and bloodied, like coagulated sort of wounds on it. Looks missing most of the head, but it looks like that in previously, before it lost most of its head, it would have looked a lot like this.
Oh.
The armor is not nearly as over top though. It's very over the top armor. But you would recognize the armor and the general look of it as being similar to the whites that you were fighting on the Solenka Bridge. It could perhaps be inferred that it was destroyed here.
Forgive me if it's my forgetting. What happened? Do we know what happened to the kid?
He was killed by Ludmilla. Jeska?
Yeah, you did speak with Dad with him.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little sod.
Thieving shit. Well, he's probably charmed, but
You and Cora found him dead in the stockyard
Oh, yeah.
with some lipstick imprinted on his lips and a bite on his neck.
That's right.
And he was
coerced.
drained of blood. Yes, he was.
Yep.
You were very sad. You wept about it, Halvor. Something about the children being the future.
That sounds right.
One second.
And so it was, they thought, this is fine, and they all left.
Well, but the thing, Bartanalis clearly came here for a reason. Are we going to say you then go? And he's going to return from his poo and say, "Oh, DM, what I wanted to do was..."
Well, he's not just going to go be brooding for a while. I thought
He may
just wanted to
have been
brooding.
brooding for a while, but it's Bartandalis. He might be like, "I had a cunning plan involving 7 of the pews."
I'm back.
Excellent.
Well,
Did you have a cunning plan involving 7 of the pews?
Yeah, why?
I really thought he said pubes.
Well, they were
first.
saying, right, and so it was we left before. I don't know if Bartandalis had any sort of scheme in mind, but then he's gone AFK.
No schemes.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
curious.
To be fair, I don't know if your headset was on, but Cora did say, "You might just come here to brood for a bit."
Yeah. Just finding out.
Mm. So are you leaving it at that?
For now, yeah.
Are you putting the lights out as you leave?
No.
Okay.
I will kind of like walking away, stop, look over my shoulder at the stained glass window that is, I believe, still intact.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember whether something jumped through it. I know there's a lot of jumping and smashing stuff down. Actually, wasn't this door smashed to pieces by
Yeah.
Van Richten?
Yeah. But you spent a lot of time repairing afterwards.
We
in
did.
the mundane sense as well,
Yeah.
things that wouldn't. It took a few days.
We did.
Ramesses, you held that door shut for several rounds.
Yeah.
Thinking it was a baddie, and you're like, "Oh no, it's coming through!" And it was Ramesses.
Yeah. Good old Ramses.
Okay. Ez was obviously with you. Is it back on the wagon?
Yeah.
Okay. Where to next?
Okay. I don't know. Where does everyone want to go?
Well, I can't get any arrows until it's probably not night time anymore. Well, how night do we think it is? Is it kind of the pub open kind of time, or
It's kind of like about half
It's
10,
pre-10
11
though.
at night.
I thought you said the thingy was in at 10 and we had to be there if we wanted food.
That's tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's in the morning. Okay.
Yeah. Like the day's rations being given out.
Sure.
I mean, I guess it's kind of impolite to go too many places. It's probably just back to our place, isn't it?
Can do.
I mean, what else are we going to do at 11:30 at night that people are going to appreciate?
Yeah.
We are so great. We are so great.
Yeah. Well, I think this is it. We kind of like got here expecting there to be something potentially happening. So now we're kind of like, we're here, right? We're here. Yeah.
Well-
All right. What do you want, mate? What do you want? Oh.
At least we can wake up on the fresh start. We can wait when everyone else is awake and have a fresh start on the day rather than traveling in the daylight. I still think it was a good idea.
Yeah. I'll buy that.
So you're continuing on to your maison. should be loading for you.
Mm-hmm.
Has it finished loading for anyone?
No.
Some of these I don't know what it is about these. The older scenes really seem to struggle with Foundry now. The first ones I set up, I have no idea why.
Oh, you better have converted all these to WebM and WebP.
I won't have, that'll be part of it. Some of these Mike Schley ones are like 40 meg maps. I need to perhaps revisit that.
Jeez Louise.
Corazin, I have black.
Do you have no token available in this scene?
I didn't see an error, but equally I can't see anything. Oh, I see myself. I was hitting tab and I would have expected to see my little box.
The Lackey's map is 139 megabytes.
What?
If you zoom in, you can see every blade of grass. Yeah, I need to do some converting. But yes, if you're all in, you see the doors of your mansion ahead.
I step up and I say the magic word. Open sesame.
Who has the key?
He looks under the plant pot and finds it.
Each of you has a key, if you remember.
I do not remember that.
And do all three of us have to put our magic keys together for it to work?
You've never been able to get in since Dolus died.
Ah, so that's what Small Iron Key Brackets Mansion is.
No, Small Iron Key was from the Vigilance Cube. We never found out what the key was for, though.
Well remembered.
No, the one I've got does say in brackets mansion.
Oh, okay. I think the one in my bag of holding is from Vigilance Cube.
However, I thought it was for the Death House, honestly. The Durst Mansion.
If you remember, there are not bundles of sticks
Faggots.
everywhere.
No faggots in here.
I remember the faggots all too well.
Yeah, there needs to be a post-festival version of this map that doesn't have piles of sticks everywhere.
Did we?
Yeah, get separated. I enjoy this.
Did we have staff?
You did.
And then
Irina was sort of setting up to be sort of controller of your house.
Yeah.
And then she died, and then you went away several times for a number of weeks.
So they've all what? Gone living in their own houses with their families? Unbelievable.
And died because we'd starved them to death because we didn't stock up on food.
I mean, does it look dusty?
Yes.
Like it's been clean for a while?
does.
Yes, it does, and there's a load of bundles of sticks everywhere.
Those tables are not set with food.
Well, I'm going to go check out the kitchen and pantry.
Yeah,
Already ahead of you.
The kitchen is not laden with food like this. It is tidy, it's clear, but...
Wasn't the last time we were here when we had the party?
Didn't we get attacked after that, though?
You've been in my house after that. That wasn't the last time you were here.
I think that was the last time we were here, wasn't it?
Oh, God knows. I mean, you're trying to remember one night that we had a year and a half ago, you know?
Well, yeah.
What are you asking?
Have we been here since that dinner party we had?
That's like saying what happened on page 360 of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Harry was angsty.
I do not. I don't think we have, because I think we came out and then kind of like yeah, I nearly came running back at one point when Irina got killed because I was going to come and use the mirror. But yeah, we never came back. So I think literally the last time we've been here is the party.
So how's the pantry?
It is not full of rotten food. There are A few mouldy potatoes have got into that horrible, like, getting watery
Let's give him a scrub.
phase.
Great.
But yeah, it just seemed to be cleared. The shelves are cleared of food.
Halvor just speedrunning the entire mansion.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm going around shutting all the doors that we just opened.
Oh, okay.
It's impolite to leave them open. Well then. The house seems in order. I don't suppose we can be bothered checking the upstairs map. So,
Hey, if you want to, you absolutely can. If you're going to be on upstairs.
I presume it's absolutely freezing in here as well.
Yes.
Although I suppose we won't be in our winter clothes, I guess, from when we came back from Salenka. I presume we have removed them from being at the winery and heading underground.
Yes, Emil asked you to remove.
Oh, his wife. This is true. Just extinguish my light. I'm just sitting here in the dark.
not anymore. So, I suppose in the morning we need to. Cora certainly needs to stock up on arrows and such. Do you want to head to anywhere in particular in town, or are you happy to head for either Argenvost, Hot, or the old windmill?
Where has Cora gone? From that map?
She's there. She's back in the room.
Hello. I'm with the boys.
Why are you moving me around?
I thought she was under one of you. I cannot see Cora on this map.
She's here.
I'm
She's
right by the
between
door.
us, essentially.
Even when I tab, I don't get to Cora. Someone's
Oh,
screwy tonight. Very
Yeah.
strange. Okay.
We'll go and see Anya tomorrow. I'll rise with the dawn and head to the church and say my prayers. But I've no business in town.
I think that we should go and speak to Yenny and Laura.
Makes sense.
Okay, so what do you think in terms of out of town? Are we thinking Argenvostholt or Yesterhill? Not Yesterhill, the other hill that's near here. The Windmill Hill.
Oh, Windmill Hill.
Windmill.
Indeed. I don't remember it having a catchy name, so I'm just going to call it Windmill.
Well, the windmill was the old bone grinder, but we never learned that in character. I feel like we head back to Berez and Argenvost. I guess we'll have to go that way in time. No point heading there and then coming back. I imagine the Fane will be the last thing we do before we head to Ravenloft.
Well, if the first one was anything to go by, then a nice nap.
Yeah.
So,
Bedding down for the night in the mansion?
might as well try and catch up on some extra sleep until dawn, eh?
I'll probably read for a while. I've not had access to Angela for some time.
Have you all appeared on the second floor map?
No.
Not yet, still loading. I do not have token with vision in this scene.
There you go.
Wow, this is the biggest goddamn hallway.
Yeah.
15-foot stairwell.
This place is like a TARDIS.
Or have we just got really, really tiny?
Yes. This was my
The
room.
murder room. Oh yeah.
Jesus, I don't remember it having all the fucking dolls
Me
everywhere.
neither.
I don't remember having the dolls on the bed. I remember the dolls around.
All the dolls but look like Arena.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I remember that that's what they were. Just is this a lamp here? Can we light it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And remember, however, that is no longer a room with shackles in. That was stairs going up to the attic.
Okay, so we've got 2 double bedrooms and the creepy room.
Yeah, I mean we don't have Irina here anymore, and we don't have Dolus or Dantalion, so the world's your oyster.
Presumably Esmeralda is here.
Yes.
She's not sleeping in her wagon anymore, because she always used to sleep in the
Oh, did
wagon.
we just lose someone?
Nope.
Nope.
I just heard a noise drop off. Oh, that was the USB disconnect.
Yeah, is Esmeralda deciding to sleep with us?
Yeah, she'll sleep in my house with you.
Okay. Did she just used to stay in the thingy because she had a lot of wildfire in it?
I think so, yeah. So who is sleeping? Oh, Cora's already in bed.
Well, Cora was just considering whether to spend some girly time trying on all the pretty dresses that are in the nice walk-in closet that is there.
And the wedding dress. Tip your room. So Halva's getting to sleep?
Yeah, presumably there aren't. The room probably still wouldn't have dolls on the bed, and the
No.
murdered, bloodied bed sheets have probably long
I
since been
think,
changed.
to be honest, you got rid of all the dolls in one of your
And you
first
didn't
nights
update the
here.
map? Ridiculous.
So yeah, I'll spend extra sleepy time.
Okay. What's Cora doing?
Is this thing on the table in front of me a mirror?
Yes.
Hand mirror. I will put that in my bag for use at a
Fine.
later date.
Okay. You vain
Yoink.
bitch. And then you off to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Ez will bunk with you, if you consent.
Yeah, go on then. She's alright.
Cool. What's Barty doing?
I will have out my codex, and I will spend my time. Is it? How long is it? Is it 4 hours or?
I think we said it's
5 hours.
to summon Angelo, I think.
Yeah, it does. You can resummon by meditating on the tome for a period of 5 hours. Why? Okay. So yeah, so I will just sit here meditating on the tome for 5 hours, and then, has Cora slept in the room that has the ladders to the attic?
Yes.
No, because remember, you had
Oh, we made
you
the
had a
thingy.
stairwell. So what was previously the little prison chamber is now a set of stairs going up to the attic.
I will go. Was the mirror up at the attic?
No,
Was the mirror in Cora's room or in the bathroom?
in the room, yeah, in the bathroom adjacent to Cora's room. But you don't have to go. You don't have to go through it to get into it.
Okay.
So are you going to the attic or are you going to the mirror room? So I know whether to drag you into another map or not.
I'm going to the mirror room.
Are you trying to be sneaky and avoid because her door is open?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm walking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can roll a stealth check. I guess
But
it's
it
against.
just depends on if you were trying to avoid waking her, because just with her like door to the landing being open, if you're having a sneaky, or if you were just going about your business.
I'm not being loud because it's late, but I'm not trying to creep in or anything. And then I just. So if you want me to roll something, I can.
Yeah, to make a stealth check, man, to see if you end up waking her. It isn't like it's a failure or anything.
Well, it just goes against
Cora,
her passive.
yeah, Cora, make me a
She's asleep,
perception
right?
with advantage. Yeah, maybe Cora, make me a perception with advantage, with disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Does it not just go against her passive? With like a -10 or something because she's asleep?
I think it just asleep is just disadvantage, which Cora does not wake up. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
you,
hold on. Well, my stealth is with the disadvantage, so let's see. Because I've got armor on.
it's a nat 1 as well. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a skills, skill I suppose.
Skill check. 1 second. Stealth check. Disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, Cora, you
I
just
disturb.
hear floorboards in the landing. They don't seem they turn away. Didn't you just open this door, Bartandalis, when you were moving around? Then that door was closed, wasn't it?
This one?
No, this.
No,
sorry,
I'd
this one here.
opened that one.
I didn't open
You
that
had
one.
both open. Okay. You hear footsteps head into the room adjacent
dark.
to yours. Yeah, but I'd say you've been trotting around together. You hear like the sort of clink of the breastplate on the leathers, and you recognise it's being Bartandalis.
And I will utter underneath Ikumarkaram, and I will light. Is that candle on the thingy, presumably? Yeah. And it's the glare of looking at myself in the mirror. My eyes leaking this dark, oily substance. And I just look at the mirror and think of the words and all the different names that I could say.
I'm just peeking through the door.
Cora roll a stealth check then to see whether I hear her coming, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd do that against my passive because I wouldn't necessarily try to be actively listening to her. Yeah, I don't know she's there. And I think I would sit here for some time. No time in particular. Just lots of thoughts. Just staring into the mirror. Dying to say some names. And then, after unknown amount of time, lick my fingers and put the candle out. Then I will head off to bed.
Where are you sleeping? You used to keep on a couch. You set a couch aside in the attic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if that was still the case.
Yeah, but you don't need to send me up there. It's fine. Unless there's something up there.
Yeah. Dragon. Okay.
Oh, is this a bedroom now?
Oh, back down. So it's what room, bedroom now?
This one above it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go in here because I know it's empty now. So
Okay. Angelo.
and I'll take 10 minutes casting alarm around my door, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay.
With Angelo blaring like a madman, I'll bamf him out. And lie in the darkness, staring at the ceiling until I fall asleep.
You all fall asleep. Number of hours later.
Morning chorus.
You are woken by unusual unfamiliar noise. Still a bit weird hearing the bird song. Cora, you and Ez wake up.
Do we get a second long rest?
No, that's not how that works.
I'm presuming I would have liked to, because I said about the church that I would like
yes.
to
Well,
for dawn.
actually, so how would you have been waking us? No, it was changed that slightly then. So yes, it is a bit dark of a mist as you wanted to get there for the dawn.
I mean, we only
So-
just did
I did.
7.5 hours today. So.
Yeah. So, Bartandalis, you wake up in the dark. Tell me what you do. I am zoomed in on you currently.
I'm not even on this map anymore.
Where did you go?
I'm not on it. I was on here, but no, I'm not.
You are still there to me. Let me take you off and add you back on.
Now I am there.
Okay.
So can I hear the dawn chorus of birds?
Slightly, yeah.
So they're still waking up.
And you're just stumbling off out in the dark.
Yeah. Well, I kind of know the way. I'm just trailing my hands along the wall.
Okay. Make a perception check. Not with disadvantage. Yeah. When you wake up, you smell. You just smell something in your room.
In my room.
Yeah. Something a bit tangy and irony.
I do not open my eyes, but I will bamf Angelo to the edge of my bed because he can see invisible stuff. And then telepathically, do you see anything?
Well, from the light he casts, you immediately see.
Oh no, I've got my eyes closed. I'm still kind of like lying.
You're seeing through his eyes, aren't you? Like
Well, I can't
flashes
know
of
because
images.
I can't see through his eyes.
Yeah, but
but
he sends you flashes of images, doesn't he?
Yes.
And you immediately get a flash of something on the pillow next to you. Red and you just see red and blood on the pillow.
Yeah, just a horse's head. I will immediately kind of like roll off to one side and kind of look to see what is on the pillow.
There is laid out on the pillow next to you a bloodied dagger and some sort of small fleshy mass. It's difficult to make out what it is without taking a closer look.
I will take a closer look.
I will give it to you that just from closer inspection, it's a bit misshapen with some sort of injury, but it appears to be an eyeball with a little bit of the ocular root, the ocular nerve still trailing behind it. And it and the dagger are just laid on the pillow. And as you're sort of looking, you see a little bit of blood on the floor next to the bed. And though there isn't a huge amount, it seems to lead off towards the window.
Didn't set my alarm spell off.
Did not.
Interesting. I will pick up the eyeball. What colour is the iris?
The iris.
Is it of any significance of anybody that I might know that has striking eyes?
No.
It's just an eyeball and a dagger.
Yeah, a slightly greyish iris.
Am I seeing this with two eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. I will. I will. I'll put it back down for a minute. I'll look at the dagger. I'm going to cast Mage Hand to pick the dagger up.
Okay.
Does it look? Do I recognise it? Does it have any markings or anything?
Just looks like a standard dagger. It's in good quality. It obviously hasn't been left to rust or be damaged, but it doesn't look fancy in any way.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I will head over to the window, look around. Any footprints, anything like that? Any signs or anything?
Difficult to say from up here. It's not. Oh, do you mean outside, like underneath, or just around the window? In
Oh,
the...
around, yeah, around in my room.
No,
Is the window still open or have they shut it?
it's shut.
That's polite of them. I will open the window. Can I see any, like, scuffs on the walls where it looks like someone's climbed?
Maybe an investigation check. You looking over it, you see a tiny, sort of peering out and under, you see a tiny smear of blood with like a bit of the rippling of like a finger or a thumbprint just on like the underside outside of the window frame, but a bloody finger seems to have pulled it down to close it.
It looks like a humanoid fingerprint.
I don't know how into the detail of the different races. Fingerprints
Humanoid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It isn't like a big claw.
Not like a
print.
claw, yeah.
No.
Hmm. Okay. Just seeing what I've got in terms of spells. I don't think I've got anything that will necessarily be able to help me on this.
You can come back after dawn and
Yeah.
cast Power Word CSI.
Okay. I am going to... Halvor's in the creepy doll room that's not got creepy dolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, yeah, I will head into there. With the mage hand and the dagger following me.
Mm-hmm.
It's Halvor not.
The door is open and a bright blue light washes in.
I don't see Halvor's token.
Yeah, me neither.
What is going on? Halvor is in the bed.
Covered in dolls.
Oh, there I am.
Cora, are you still on the map?
Yeah, I'm still in bed.
Can you see yourself on the map and there's next to you?
Yep.
So strange. Okay.
Whoa there, Vatandros. What are you doing with that floating dagger hand?
Not mine.
Not trying to fight me, I hope.
If I was, I wouldn't be doing it with a dagger. And I look
True
over at Halvor's bed. Is there anything on his pillow?
No.
No windows to my room.
But
Someone...
like a scene out of Small Soldiers.
Someone left me a message. They've
A
cut
message?
out this bloody knife and an eye on my pillow. Managed to get through my alarm spell. They came in through my window. Need to make sure Cora's alright. And my pace quickens slightly with the mage hand trailing behind me with this dagger. I can see Esmeralda. Is Cora there?
You can't. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm there.
So
Can
Cora,
you see me,
can
Halvor?
you see Bartandalus at the foot of your bed, Cora?
I can see everybody, but no one can see me. I can look on Halvor's. It's so weird. I'm not where I. Oh, now I've got. Oh, now I'm back. Oh, now you
Now
can
is
see
she
me.
back for you, Bartandalus?
Yes.
Okay.
How
So,
weird.
Ez and Cora both blink awake. So
What-
obviously,
what is
you see
going on?
Ez just
I'll
immediately.
partially cover the light a bit so it's not quite so blinding.
My eyes.
Who does number 2 work for? You see Ez at first, it immediately reaches under a pillow and then just wait. You sort of realizes it's you and calms.
Someone left this dagger and an eyeball next to my bed. I was making sure you're alright.
Yeah. I mean, what? Why?
Esmeralda has a flash in her eyes and her eyebrows go up.
What is it?
She just like scuttles to the end of the bed and sort of sits over it and says, "Show me."
I thought the knife towards her. I left the eyeball. Still on my pillow.
It was definitely an eyeball, yes?
Yeah. Grey iris. What is it?
A blind eye has been turned to you.
Do I know what that means?
No.
Like turning a blind eye.
If Istana had reason to kill you, but considers they owe you a debt, and so they have turned a blind eye and left it with you. That is the settling of a debt.
Offended someone and now they're okay with me?
No, or rather, someone had cause to kill you, had the opportunity, but because they owed you a debt, they took their eye instead and left it as signal.
They took their own eye?
Hmm.
Someone chopped out their own eye instead of killing Bertie.
This time, the
But
So it's
now
blind
they
going to
eye,
be
think
to know who
the
they are.
blind eye won't be turned again.
they consider the debt to be settled.
She nods.
Hmm.
So we need to find someone that's only got one eye.
Before they find us.
A Vivistana with one eye, yes.
What
Is
a
it-
weird concept.
Is it as just sort of next to you. Is it a Vistana you have done a great service to?
You?
We returned Arabelle to the local Vistana.
She nods. That sounds.
Oh, they suddenly, after all this time, have a reason to kill me. You've been with us. You've been with us all this time. Can you think of anything?
Unless they'd been ordered to.
Ordered by who? Strahd, maybe?
Well, he's the one who controls most things around here.
But if he wanted us dead, he wouldn't send one of them, surely.
Why not?
Because it's so easy for him to send one of his other minions.
But
Well-
he must know by now that we have. She points over towards Alvor.
Can't get in here without being welcomed, most of his kin. Strahd
This
seems
is
to be a
true.
little different.
I don't think he wants to be greeted by the weapon of the sun.
I agree.
So you think it's a fear thing?
I wouldn't say fear, but I think he's starting to give us a the respect that we might have accrued. Doesn't want to underestimate us.
About time.
Well, either I carry on letting Vistana manage to creep into my bed at night, past my spells, or we go looking for one-eyed Vistana.
Would Madame Eva not know who it was if we went and spoke to her?
I don't doubt that she would if she used her abilities for that purpose, but I don't think she'd send anybody from the Serpool. Presumably be those to the south, the Valaki.
Hmm.
Long way to come otherwise.
Well, I don't much fancy walking into their caravan when we're on the back foot and surrounded by them and their allies, so I guess we just keep our eyes out and ask if anyone has seen our one-eyed Vistana. The Vistana can come and go in town now, can't they? So maybe someone will see them.
Well remembered.
They managed to get into my room unseen. I don't doubt they can get past a bunch of half-trained guards.
Hmm.
So what's next? Where do we head today? Does this change our objectives? I think the DM wants to know for next week.
I'm not sure that it changes them significantly. We probably should go speak to Yenny. We need to pick up some arrows, and then I think we're heading to Argenvostolt.
Argenvostolt is in which direction?
Mm, kind of a little bit back and then south towards Berez.
So not towards the windmill.
No,
No.
south towards Berez and the Swamp Fane.
Ah, towards the swamp thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that, on that grisly note, is where we will end tonight.
Who have I pissed off?
How many ways are there to defeat an alarm spell?
I mean, as well, your exact words that you'd placed it around your door. That was the exact wording you used.
True, and they entered through a window.
Either that or Barty's actually going crazy and did it to himself.
Well, no, to be fair, he did check straight away, like, do I have my eyes?
Yeah, but he's also got a bag full of heads with him.
I do have a bag full of heads. However, I did think that given the size of the room, it does it in a 20-foot cube, so I thought at the door it would have still covered my bed anyway. Yeah, it would have.
Okay, that's fine.
5, 10. Oh no, not necessarily actually. No, it could have just missed me, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, none of that happened.
No, I'm not saying that you're playing shenanigans or anything. There are plenty of ways to get past them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Shenanigans.
So it's not.
Imagine him throwing it from the window. Yeah.
Yeets it. Okay. Too spooky for me. It's really, really funny because when I was prepping my spells on the way up here, I was going to prepare Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound to always put it with me before I go to sleep, because I know that we've got Exodanta that's still potentially after us. That would have been a very fucking interesting one to have.
It would.
Well, I think I will probably now be having that spell prepped.
Okay, well, thank you very much for a good session, everyone.
Indeed.
We'll see you all next week. Goodbye. silence from Halvor and Cora. They're gone. They're literally gone. Didn't even say goodbye. Disgraceful.